Okay, so this was a video on why kids get more vaccines today, and it's a pediatrician explaining how vaccines are safe, thoroughly tested, blah, 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 a party line. So I left a comment yesterday on this video where I said, hey, we just banned thimerosal, which is a fancy word for mercury. Also, aluminum levels in Hep B vaccine is too high, and a neurotoxin. Why are neurotoxins on the ingredient list? Ignorant doctors like you are the problem. Maybe you will get a pass for your ignorance. Good luck, and I will debate you with science whenever you want. She replied, I want to clear a few things up. Thimerosal, the preservative you're referring to, has not been in routine childhood vaccines for over 20 years, except in some multi-dose flu vials. Even then, studies have shown no evidence of harm. It also is very different from mercury on a molecular level. What I find funny about this comment is that I love that it starts off with, we don't use that except when we do. That's literally her opening statement for the thimerosal. But whatever, that's not that big a deal. You know what, let's give it to her. Let's give her the thimerosal and say I'm wrong, but I feel like I could continue to debate that. Aluminum is used in some vaccines. Now, I'm talking about the Hep B vaccine, which specifically has an aluminum content of 250 micrograms. Yeah, micrograms. So I'm specifically talking about a vaccine that has the aluminum in it, and she's kind of making it more broad by saying aluminum is used in some vaccines. I'm being very specific. She's being kind of more broad. Aluminum is used in some vaccines as an adjuvant to help the immune system respond better. That's a funny way to phrase it, because really what it does is it agitates the immune system and makes it react to anything. It makes it react to the vaccine, it makes it react to the pollen in the air, it makes it react to nuts if you're eating them. That's how peanut allergies came to be in the last couple decades. The amount is tiny, less than what a baby naturally ingests through breast milk, formula, or food. Our bodies process it safely. Now, I've heard this argument a ton. That like, hey, injecting the aluminum, it's such a tiny amount compared to what they eat, which I'll get to in my response. Neurotoxins sound scary, but the dose makes the poison. At the trace levels used in vaccines, these ingredients are safe and rigorously studied. I actually have a long, full blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. So now this is my final response to her, which she has not gotten back to. I basically start off with, your second aluminum point is offensively misleading due to ingestion potency versus injection potency. Injection is 1,000 times more potent than eating the aluminum. Eat 1,000 micrograms past 999 micrograms through digestion. Injection, you keep 100%. It is not comparable, and why I claim that aluminum statement you made was misleading. Next, you're defending neurotoxin injections into newborns when you took an oath to doing no harm. This is ridiculous. You're a doctor and I'm blue collar. Why do I have to explain to the normies how you're misleading them or ignorant to facts? Final point. NIH.gov says entire CDC schedule has never been cumulatively tested. Yet you tell the normies it's been rigorously tested. This is why people are upset, and rightfully so. You lost every normal person with your statement, neurotoxins sound scary, but on newborns, this is why your profession lost trust with the average person. She has not responded to that comment. But when debating doctors about the aluminum, this comment she made about, hey, the amount is tiny, less than what a baby naturally ingests, that's incredibly misleading. And I've heard that. That is the party line. That's what you will see when you Google it. That I have not heard a doctor not explain it that way. So that's why I'm like, it's very easy to go into this, eat 1,000 micrograms, you'll shit out 999. It's not the same as injection. It's not even comparable. It's not even close. What is misleading, though, is that what she's saying is true. It is true that the amount is tiny and less than what a baby naturally ingests. So what she's saying is technically a fact, and this is why when people say facts don't care about your feelings, it's really, really immature. Sorry, Ben Shapiro, it's really immature. Because what she's saying is a fact, and what I'm saying is a fact, and honestly, bro, not all facts are created equal. All right? Like, you need the context. Very important. All right, everyone have a good day.